Is there any political interference when it comes to the selection of players?
No, 100% there is no political interference at all. We don't get influenced by any outside forces. We do a selection purely based on merit. That means if the player merits a selection, we select. We do not, I can tell you as a selection committee that we do not get influenced by outside forces.
Mr. De Mel, so many people have blamed you for the retirement of Mavan Atapattu and his later reaction. So, what is your take on that issue too?
Well, it is a very simple thing. No? How can I tell? I did not tell Mavan to retire. We selected him to go to Australia. The reason he retired was he went and signed a contract with ICL before he went. Right? So, in order to take away that part of it, right? When he was asked a question, did you sign the ICL? He said no. But then he went and played, no? Right? So he signed the ICL and he wanted to put the blame on somebody, he put the blame on me. I did not drop him. It was in the World Cup in 2007. He was selected as a member of the squad. But like I told you, Taranga was there as a third opener. He played well. I was there in the first practice game. Taranga scored 120 while Mavan got 20 in 84 balls. And Taranga was playing extremely well. So the captain and the coach wanted to play with Taranga. So Mavan couldn't get into the playing level. So he blames me for that. It's not something that we can do anything. We don't go to interfere, and it's not right for us to interfere when we also can see that a player is playing well, right? To put somebody who is not playing as well. Mavan might have played well earlier, but at that time he was not in good form. Taranga was in better form. So we had to select the person who was in better form. So him blaming me was because he went and wanted to go to the ICL. We selected him to go to Australia. He went on the test tour. So how can you say that we asked him to retire? It is all, it's not correct. It's just that he's just trying to sideline the issue. The issue was he wanted to go and play in the ICL. He didn't want to say that. So he said, look, I'm retiring because of this, but he wasn't retiring because of that, because he knew if he was going to play in the ICL, he can't play for Sri Lanka. Because that's a organization which was not acceptable by the cricket boards. So if they played, they were banned. Then the ban was removed. So that was his take on that. So they had nothing to do with me. We as selectors don't tell players to retire. If they are good, we'll select. If they are not good, we can't select. It's a very simple thing. So him trying to blame me is nonsensical as far as I'm concerned.
The 2011 World Cup, Mr. De Mel, what plans have the selection committee made already, and what is your take? What chances does Sri Lanka have in clinching the World Cup?
Well, I think Sri Lanka has a very good chance since that it's going to be played in the subcontinent. It's going to be played in Sri Lanka, India and Bangladesh. And the last time they played in the subcontinent in '96, Sri Lanka won the World Cup. See, the wickets are more helpful to the subcontinent teams. And if you take the 2007 World Cup team, we have almost the same team, right? With a little more experience and playing well. So we've already identified a group of cricketers that we want to take forward until the World Cup. There are about 40 games that we have to play, one-day games before the World Cup. So we want to make sure that these players are in very good physical condition, without injuries. Then also that they are playing well to motivate them and to try and build up their confidence, because cricket is a game of confidence. If the players are confident and playing well, then only the team will benefit the most. So we want to now now in this Pakistan series we experimented after winning the series. But going forward we might not be doing too many experiments. We might be wanting to stabilize and give the players the confidence so that they can go up to the World Cup, confidently and give us the best performances, because these conditions will favor the three main countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. They will have a better advantage, because for one thing the weather, it's going to be very warm. It's going to be played in March. March, April is the hottest time. So the countries that come from like Australia, New Zealand, England and all will suffer in the heat. And the wickets are also more conducive to our type of cricket. They are lower bounce. So it helps our batsmen. So I think we have a good chance. So we have to try and, peak at the right time. That's what we should be aiming to, so that we gradually work ourselves up, so when we get to the World Cup that we are playing our best cricket. If you peak too soon also, it might not be the best. So you have to time it right. That's what you got to do.
And finally, Mr. De Mel, on Sanath Jayasuriya and his opening spot. Can he hold on to it until the World Cup? Will there be a special place for him separate, or does he have to work for his place?
There is no separate places for anybody in the team. Everybody has to work for his place. Right? So we've spoken to Jayasuriya, we've told him. He knows exactly. If he wants to wait till the World Cup, he has to be, physically fit, mentally prepared, focused, and he has to perform. If he does that, then he can go on, because one thing Jayasuriya brings into the team is a balance, because he is a bowler as well. He can come in and do a bowler's job, and he's also still very good in his fielding. So he gives the team an additional balance. Right? When he's not there, we find that it's a little more difficult. So if he's playing well, and he's a match winner. If he's batting well, he's a match winner. So it is in our own interest to try and get the best from Jayasuriya. He's still got a lot left in him. So it is up to the cricket authorities to get the best out of Jayasuriya. So if he's playing well, definitely he can go. But if he's not playing well, then if his form is not good, we won't be able to select him. So he knows that. So there is no place that we can reserve for anybody.